Hey everybody, this is Eric from Action Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm here with
Tim.
And what did you do today, Tim?
I went 5-0 with Buster Blader.
Buster Blader, that's busted. Let's see the profile, man.
Alrighty. So we start things off, we play two regular Buster Bladers. If you don't know what he does, he gains off dragons on the field or in your opponent's graveyard. And then we played the one alternative Buster Blader as Destruction Soul one, that's the one that's searchable. And then that's pretty much it. His effect is if a monster is destroyed by a battle or card effect, one of your opponent's monsters is destroyed by a battle or card effect, when it goes to the grave, it gets equipped to him, and that's not once per turn. And then once per turn, you could detach one monster that's equipped to him and destroy all monsters of the same type your opponent controls as the one detached.
All right.
Then we rock three of the Searchers, which is Whelp. When he's normal summon, you can search any Destruction Sword card in your deck. So him, the spells, the traps, whatever else you're playing. And then his other effect is you can activate one other effect, either one hard once. You can either tribute him and special summon Buster Blader from your hand, or you can discard a Destruction Sword card and special summon him back from the graveyard.
All right.
And then currently we're playing the one Graveyard Equip. When this is equipped, you can equip it from your hand or from the field to a Buster Blader, or you can use the Dragon to equip him to the fusion. When he's equipped to a Buster Blader monster, or to any monster, your opponent's monsters in the graveyard cannot activate their effects.
So it's a Abyss Dweller.
Pretty much.
Now, are you going to still be playing this whenever the Buster Whelp comes back?
I always played it at 1, and I still will.
All right, very nice.
And that's pretty much it for your Buster Blader monsters. That's all you're going to be playing. Right. Next, we'll go into our second engine, which is the Crusadia engine. So very good Crusadia package. We rock 2 Maximist. All the Crusadia monsters inherent summons the zones Link monsters point to, then they get their effects if they are summoned there. And then we play 3 Dracos for the Guard Dragon package. We play 3 Aborias for the Needle Fiber. Then we play 2 Reclusias. Rarely get to use its effect to pop, but every now and again I will. And then one more just for the extra name, just for another extended summon. And then that's it for your Crusadia lineup. And then for your extenders / also can be starters, we rock 2 Jester Coffets. He's just a free inherent summon. As long as you don't control more than one, you can summon him again. And then because he's a spellcaster and he's dark, which works with the baby dragons, we also rock the 2 Ranmaryus. If you control a spellcaster monster, you can special summon it from your hand. Those are all inherent summons. Then we rock the two dragons, the one white, the one black. We all know what they do. Then we rock 2 Parallel Xyz. We don't need to rock 3 because we have so many inherent summons already in our hand. Then we rock a small rocket package. So I rock 2 quick launches. They go into Needle Fiber or to Hard Make Boral Savage, whatever I need it for. The 2 targets off of it, which is the Rocket Rechargers. Rarely use its hand effect, but it's pretty good. And then, of course, still rocking 1 Red MD. Hard once. And then for your Needle Fiber play, we go ahead and rock 1 Recover. You can special summon him off, Synchro Summon, and then if your opponent has 5 or more cards in their extra deck, you could pay 5,000 or 2,000 life points and then special summon him back from the graveyard. And then we rock 1 Lilith, because we rock a ton of normal traps. I want to be able to have more access to them, so we rock her out. She can tribute herself and set a trap from your deck. 1 more extender. I just use him for the extended play. He's light, so he works with the baby dragons.
What's he do?
So if there is a monster that is from the extra deck on the field, you could just special summon him from your hand as an inherent summon.
Oh, that's kind of good.
And then we play 1 Scythe because we rock a small artifact engine in here to lock your opponent out of the extra deck. And then that is it for your monsters. Now for your traps, the most busted trap in the entire deck, Prologue. When you activate this, you send 1 Destruction Sword card and 1 Buster Blader from your deck as cost, so they can't ash you. And then you can special summon Buster Dragon from your extra deck or from the graveyard. And then its other effect is if you can banish it from your graveyard and no Destruction Sword card on the field, period, can be destroyed by battle or card effect for the entire turn. And then this is the card you'll send off of it. This is Memories. It's on field activated effect. You can discard 1 Destruction Sword card and special summon a Buster Blader monster from your deck. In the graveyard, you can banish this card and materials needed for a fusion summon, listing a Buster Blader monster as materials. And then we rock 2 Destruction Sword Flash. If you control a fusion monster that lists Buster Blader as materials, you can banish all monsters your opponent controls. And then its graveyard effect is if they target a Buster Blader monster you control, you can banish it, negate, and destroy. And then one of my most favorite cards in the entire deck is Red Rain. This is my out to Dark Ruler, Forbidden Droplets, whatever your opponent wants to do. This is your out. It states if you control a level 8 or higher synchro monster, you can banish all monsters on the field other than the monster or monsters with the highest level. And since I'll end my board with all level 8, all of them will stay on the field. And it states any card not banished by this card is unaffected by all card effects for the rest of the turn.
Wow.
And then in the graveyard, if you synchro summon a dark synchro dragon, you can add it back to your hand. So, and then we rock 2 sanctums, obviously for the scythe. And then our last trap, because everything is normal, again we play 3 trap tricks.
Very nice.
And then that is it for your traps. This is a 60 card build.
Yeah, a lot in the main deck.
So we rock 1 Monster Reborn, a second AKA Monster Reborn, which is World Legacy Secessions, 2 World Legacy Guard Dragons, which is a potential Monster Reborn / add a monster back to your hand / move so you can get LP's effect. Then we rock 3 quick launches, extra extenders in order to go into whatever you need it for, whether you need to make Needle Fiber, whether you need to make Boreal Savage, hard make your Buster Dragon. That's what it's there for. And then technically the only hand trap / not hand trap I'm running are 2 triple tactical talents, and then 1 pot of Avarice to recycle my extra deck to do it all over again. And that is it for the main. Now we'll get into where all the magic happens, which is your extra deck. So we rock 1 Almirage. The reason why I rock Almirage instead of Link Karibo is because you normal summon Whelp, search Prologue. And then you get this, and then you make hit. Then you special summon a Crusadia to its zone, and then you tribute it off, targeting the Crusadia, and then you use the Crusadia to go into your Crusadia combo. All right, then we rock 1 Magiist. When a monster is summoned to its zone, you can add a Crusadia monster from your deck to your hand. 1 Spaffa. When a monster is special summoned to its zone, you can target 1 monster on either side of the field and move it to another zone. So it's basically a World Legacy Guard Dragon in its own. And then, of course, 1 LP, 1 Pisty, no explanation needed. And then we rock the Link Monster, Protector Whelp or Destruction Swordsman. When he's Link summoned, you can send 1 Destruction Sword card from your deck to the grave. And if you do, optional effect, you can special summon any Buster Blader monster from your hand. So he helps you hard make your lock turn 1. And then we rock 2 Saryujas, so you can fix your hand / continue your combos, 1 Needle Fiber, and then 1 Appaloosa. And that's it for your Link monsters. Then for the rest, we rock, of course, 1 Boreal Savage, no explanation needed. We rock 2 Buster Dragons. So when this monster is on the field, he turns all your opponent's monsters into dragons. And he goes hand in hand with the fusion, and then he has a quick effect during your opponent's turn. You could target 1 Buster Blader monster on your field and equip it with a Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard.
Yeah, the Dragon Change thing comes up more than you'd expect. It's a lot like Zombie World. It's just inherently impressive.
Yep. And then during your turn, he has another effect. If you don't control a Buster Blader monster, you can special summon 1 from the grave.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And then our last 2 monsters we play, of course, is the fusion. When these 2 guys are on the field, he states he's VFD for dragon. No dragon monster in your opponent's possession can activate its effect. All dragon monsters your opponent controls must be in defense position, and and then he also gains 1,000 attack and defense for every dragon monster on their field and in their graveyard, and he does piercing battle damage.
Very nice.
So he helps OTK you.
Now, if I may ask, why do you choose to run this over like a traditional Dragon Link build?
Just because the inherent summon, so for instance, like VFD was a big thing, which granted not anymore, but it didn't matter to me. If I opened up correctly, I could play straight through a VFD. I could just inherent summon, link off, set the prologue, and Red Rain pass turn. And then I get to bring this out and then banish all of his monsters, and they're unaffected. I like this build more than Dogmatica. I tried to Dogmatica. I can make a better inboard with this than what Dogmatica can. Normally, your hard inboard you go for is you'll have Appaloosa with 2 or 3, Boreal Savage with 4, hard make the fusion and the synchro, and then have Prologue and Red Rain or Prologue and Trap Trick set. And then and it's pretty much an unbreakable board. I mean, they Kaiju you, Raw Sphere Mode you, whatever. You just activate Prologue, bring back out the Synchro and the Fusion. If they Dark Ruler no more you, Forbidden Droplets you chain Red Rain, they're unaffected. I top every single week since June with this deck. And
Now, I didn't quite catch it before. How many people were at this locals? There were a lot.
42.
42. You got
42.
first place out of a 42-person locals.
5-0.
Do you remember what your matchups were?
Round one, I played Dogmatica something. We didn't get to go that far into it. Yeah, and then second round, I played Infernovals. He didn't have the Speller Traps to tribute my monsters, so even with Layer of Darkness, I had to lock so he couldn't tribute my monsters with his monsters because they can't activate their effects, which means they can't pay cost to tribute. Third matchup was against... what was my third matchup? Oh god, I can't remember. Yeah, Eldritch, a pure Eldritch deck. I never actually ever once to Eldritch. I know what to hit. And then round 4, I played against Infernovals. And then round 5, I played against Drytron Megalith. So
very nice, man. I appreciate the deck profile. Really wish I would have been able to play you today. I went X1 myself.
And then the last thing I do is my side.
Oh, okay.
So this is my side. I put a lot of thought into what I need for it. So there's some different cards than what people are normally running. Obviously, we rock the 3 Nibiru. Stops combo. Next card we rock is your 2 Kaijus, and this is the best one right now only because you have to respect Tri Brigade / Harpies, where they bring out the Smorg and end with their Wind Barrier statue. You give them this and you get to play again. Also Al's Dragoon, any other problem monster you want to. And then I play 2 Ghost Ogres as my hand trap of choice, only because I think it's very strong right now. A lot of people, the search, it didn't really matter, but sometimes they need that monster on the field to continue their combo, and me popping it was just disgusting. And then me following it up with Imperm, because I used to side this for VFD. If you open up with this and this against Virtual World, you get to kill them, only because they'll shotgun VFD and standby. You chain Imperm, they chain the trap to blow up, then you chain Ogre to blow up the trap. It doesn't resolve, then you get the full combo. 2 Lightning Storms, don't like back row, and don't like combo. And then 1 Harpy's Feather Duster to clear those back rows, and then the last 3 we rock are the 3 Dark Ruler No Mores.
Very nice, man. I appreciate the deck profile, I really do.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching the video. Tell me in the comments section down below what you'd like to see next, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.